Hi, thanks for joining me today. So this is an unboxing of the Crafter's Companion box number 20. It's all about layering stencils, and um, this is kind of new for me because I actually don't think I own any layering stencils, so this will definitely be a fun one to work with. And I think that's the whole point of their box kits, is just to introduce you to the different product lines that they offer, and kind of show you different techniques or introduce you to different tools and whatnot. The box says that it can make a minimum of 18 cards, but really all that means is that they are providing you with 18 card bases and matching envelopes. I have found that the kit contents can generally make way more than that if you're able to just create your own card bases after you've used up everything in the kit. So let's see what comes in this one. These kits are really beautifully packaged. Like, I love how everything comes in these boxes, and you really just can't beat their packaging. So you get quite a lot of stuff in here. Okay, so I'll just pull it out as I go. I have found all of the stencils. Wow, you get a lot, so I'll go through those maybe at the end there. This is different. So these are flat back pearls. They're all in white, and it looks like you get a variety of sizes. Normally you just get like a sheet of flat back pearls that already have adhesive on the backs and come in 3 different colors, 3 different sizes. Interesting that this time you're getting a whole container of them, but only in the one color. But white's pretty easy to use, and you can always like use an alcohol marker to color that. So these will actually come in handy. Then you get some paper flowers. These are really cute. Little roses. They even have leaves. Oh, and they even have the floral wires. That's kind of cool. I actually might use this for some albums, but that's neat. Then you do get a stamp set, so they are all sentiments, but these are larger sentiments than what I normally see them include. So yeah, a lot of really good general purpose ones. So hello, best wishes, with love, on your special day, just for you, smile, celebrate. You can use those for any occasion. But then you've got get well soon, thank you, happy birthday, thinking of you. So that's great. These will definitely, I always find that their stamp sets are very general purpose in this way. You pretty much almost always get a happy birthday, and everything else is very general purpose. And I do like that you get a nice variety of fonts and styles, so that's really nice. Then it looks like you get some different sized watercolor cardstock, card or watercolor paper. That's, it's like really tiny little blocks. These aren't that big. This one, for example, is, but I did see some pretty small stencils. So this is 2 1/4, probably square. This is 2 3/4 square, and then the largest is 4 inches square. So my guess is that these sizes probably coordinate with the stencils. But it's kind of nice that they give you watercolor card, and I've seen other kits where watercolor paper has been included in the kit, so that's always a nice bonus. Then you get their assorted ribbon, which again, a little bit different than what they normally give you, because usually you get 3 different sizes in 3 different colors. So I guess there isn't a particular color theme for this kit, which is why they've just included everything in white. So white ribbon, white flowers, white pearls, and then you can color that to whatever you like. Then the kit always includes card bases and envelopes to match. So this time they're all in one package, and there is one really huge size card that normally when I open these kits for the first time, I'll pull out one of each, different type of card base. But look how ginormous this card is. It must be that in the UK they often make larger cards, because this is where's my ruler? This is 8 inches square. That's a huge card. I don't even make mini albums this large, so I don't know that I'll make a card this big, because it would definitely cost extra postage to mail it. But it's just really big. It's ginormous. And you don't even have, what's weird is you don't even have a stencil that's, large enough to fill this entire 8x8 panel. So it's interesting that they included, it looks like, 3 card bases in this size. It is still cardstock, so you could always just cut this down and use it as cardstock, but you would still have the 8x8 envelopes. So I don't know what you would do with that if you didn't actually use this as a card base. But I did pull out some of the other ones. So you get, this is probably 5 or 6 inches square. This is a 6-inch square card base. Then you get, this is like the largest variety of card bases that I've seen in a kit so far. So this is your 5x7. You get 6x6. This is your A2. Yep, that's your A2. And then there's 5x5. This is another 5x5, and then this tiny little one is 3x3. So this might be like a cute little, like if you punched a hole, this could be a little kind of gift tag, with a little note. So that's kind of cute. But yeah, huge variety of differently sized card bases this time around. And then digging into the papers, you get, it looks like it's just solid colored cardstock this time around, because you do have the layered stencils. I'm presuming that they'll want you to kind of make your own backgrounds. So here's what's pretty cool. So it's a large stack of colored cardstock. You get one sheet in each of the different colors, but what's really neat is that for kind of each of the different color hues, you get a dark, medium, and a light. So this is like a turquoise tealy color combo. Here's some yellows and oranges. We've got a lavender, dark, mid-tone, light. This one doesn't quite seem like they're all in the exact same color family, but you get some greens, and then sort of reddish orange, a more pinkish purple, then some natural earth tones, and then another set of blues. I'm happy with the blues. Blues are my favorite colors, so it's nice to get some blues and then some teals. So huge variety of colored cardstock, and a fairly large quantity of them too. So lots of sheets here. So that's gonna be great to work with. It's a little bit surprising, and maybe it would not have been cost effective for them, but it's surprising that there isn't a any sort of medium in this kit so to stencil through, because a lot of times they will provide you with like everything that you need, and the one missing component is something to actually ink through the stencils. So I'm surprised that I don't know that Spectrum Noir has smaller ink pads than their standard size ink pads, but it might have been nice to just get like a light, medium, dark in one color tone of their one of their ink lines, and that might have been an interesting kind of introduction to their inks. But then again, if they don't make like small ink cubes, maybe that's why it's not possible, or maybe their inks are expensive and it would have been too cost prohibitive to include them. But to be honest, I would have rather had fewer layered stencils and maybe a some sort of medium, ink or markers or something. But anyways, so let's move forward and see what these layered stencils are all about. So this is kind of cool. There's some butterflies. Okay, so this says 3A, 3B, and 3C, and probably be easier to see if I pull out some. So it looks like there's like a background. So this has like a dotty background, and then at least with this template, you get like a base color for your butterflies, and then a detail color. So maybe you would do this first with like your lighter color, and then go over it with a darker color to get all the different shading and variety of colors in there. It's only the larger butterflies that have the extra layer of detail. So maybe you would use the lighter color on these larger ones, and since these smaller butterflies are gonna be silhouettes, maybe you use a darker color on those. I'm not sure. Okay, but that's interesting. I can already tell I'm gonna have fun playing with this. The only thing is that I don't have a ton of inks, so it'll be interesting to work with these. And so this one looks like a geometric pattern. Oh, this will be interesting to see how this layers up. So you get that. I guess C is supposed to be on top, so you would do A first, then the B layer. Oh, interesting. And then C. So ultimately, this is gonna create like a pyramid. You can almost see the pattern. Oh, this is gonna be neat. This will be fun. Okay, so these are the larger stencils, and I'm presuming that they will tessellate. So if you wanted to repeat the pattern, I'm guessing you could. The stencil itself is just under about 4¼ square. So that's the large one. This one looks like it's gonna have some flowers. So, oh cool, so you have like a small repeating pattern of florals, and then similar to the butterfly, there's sort of the solid, like a shadow layer of your flowers, and then the detailed layer of the flower. That will be fun. I already love this because there's like some florals, some butterflies, some geometric. Okay, the next size down is this size, which is 3 inches square, and this has some more, it's like a herringbone pattern. So you've got some So there's that. I'm guessing, yeah, that's the A layer. And again, so you get sort of your shadow base layer of these floral patterns, and then the detailed layer. Very cool. So A, B, and C. It's interesting that they didn't number it, but chose to use letters. I would have thought you would do like 1, 2, 3, and then that would kind of be an indicator of, well, you stenciled number 1 first. Okay, so this is all geometric, so let's see if I can figure out what this is going to be. Oh, that's interesting. I guess these are going to be some sort of hexagonal pattern, or 3D boxes, I guess, depending on how you look at it, but it's another geometric one. I'm going to have a really hard time deciding which ones of these to use. Although, what I might do is actually stencil out like a little template of each of these, just so that I can see how it looks. Because sometimes it can be hard to really figure this out, especially this one. So there's just a little part that didn't fall out of that. So this looks like a daisy floral pattern, and then you have butterflies and hearts, and then this topmost layer is the butterflies, but it's a stripy pattern. It's not the veins of on the wings of the butterfly, but like a stripy pattern. But that goes over top the flowers. Okay, it's gonna be interesting to see how this all looks once you ink through it. But you know what's nice is that you could always use this on its own, but this one does not look like it will tessellate. So I don't think you can just repeat this pattern. That's a little bit unfortunate if that's the case, because that would have been a nice one to try to repeat. I guess the idea is that you use these stencils to create like a panel that then becomes your focal image, as opposed to using these stencils to create like a large background fill. So this is 2.5 square. All of these, I think, so far are larger than the watercolor panels, though, yeah. So that's kind of nice, because then you can kind of ink off the edge. Yeah, these are just a smidge. That is pretty well thought out, because the stencils are just a smidge larger than your watercolor paper, so you can go all the way to the edge there. Alright, so this one, this is the smallest set, so you've got like a weird bubble pattern. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. I'll hold this closer since these are smaller. And then the B layer is tulips. Nice. And then you get the detailed layer of the tulips, so that's kind of nice. So it seems like when they have these kind of florals or something, you get like a small repeating pattern as a background layer, and then you've got your main focal image is 2 layers. So this one looks like another geometric, so you get, that is the A layer, then you have that, and then this goes over it. That's interesting. Okay, so none of these ink over each other, it looks like. So when I stack these, the color, yeah, it's it's only cut out where the previous layer doesn't have any color. So these don't, looks like these don't actually ink over each other. So that'll be interesting. You could definitely use like different colors and not have to worry about the colors mixing. So at least that's what it sort of appears to be. In reality, who knows what you get. Like I said, I don't own any layered stencils, so it's a little bit of a mystery to me. Oh, this is cool. So the A layer is a dotty pattern, small polka dots, and it looks like this is the details for some of those. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that's interesting. I saw this, and these two look to match, but none of the others match. So this is another dotty pattern with the butterfly on top, and the butterfly has all of its details. So it's kind of nice. Some of these, it seems like you can kind of just use on their own. Like this one can definitely be used on its own, it looks like. And you know, for some of these it looks like you can just use two of them, 2 out of the 3, especially the ones where like there's like a background fill image or pattern, and then the focal has like your main sort of color fill, and then the detailed like the butterflies or some of the flowers. So yeah, this is definitely, it looks like it'll be a fun kit. I think it'll be, so I didn't count this, I guess it was around 9, right? So 3 of the largest, 3 in the medium size, and 3 small size. So 9 sets of layered stamps. So in a good variety of imagery too. So you get some florals, you get some butterflies, and you get some geometrics. So a good kind of spattering of styles, so you can make a variety of different cards. So that'll be fun to work with. And sorry. So this kit, again, for me, well worth it, because I don't have, like, layered stencils are something new for me, so I'll definitely have fun playing with this. I think I would have appreciated some sort of media in here, so a couple of small, like, ink cubes would have been really nice, or, you know, a set of 3 ink cubes, or maybe, you know, well, I don't know, would you use markers? I guess you could use markers and blend over, like aqua markers or something. And there was an aqua marker box kit where they included 3 pens. So, you know, something like that would have been nice, just so that you have something to ink through these. And, you know, I'm guessing the flowers, you know, the white flowers, the white pearls, and the white ribbon are meant to be colored. So again, if they had provided some inks or something, that media could have been used to color these as well. So, you know, still really good value for money, but I do think that if you don't have any sort of coloring medium like ink pads, then that's something that you would still have to get in order to actually use this kit. I mean, even if they only provided the 1 ink cube, that you still at least could have stenciled through this, and maybe like a little, you know, sponge dauber or something. I do have some inks, and so I'll definitely be able to make use out of this, but I think, you know, these kits are meant to include everything you could need, so it would have been nice to, oh, I guess I should have looked a little closely at the box. So here's what some of them look like. That's pretty cool. So that's this box kit. I think it'll be a fun one to work with. I think they missed an opportunity, you know, by not including some coloring medium, but otherwise I think it'll be a really fun kit. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully I'll have a flip video out very soon using this kit to make flat, layered, interactive, and pop-up cards. Have a fantastic day. Thanks. Bye.